they get their education at school. First, unfortunately, we are having to provide training on how to behave during the war. Also, there is mine safety education. So these are important elements to prepare our children for the cases of finding explosive remnants of war. Unfortunately, they are numerous, and unfortunately, they sometimes become the cause of death for our children. Also, we are developing our project that has started in Bila Cerkva. First, a year ago, 30 juvenile policemen were trained to join the educational process. So it's a very important element. Regional police will be working on a regular basis at schools with the children, with the parents, taking part in school groups and training children to be conscious of law. Our idea is to have this patriotic citizens, and we can accomplish this goal if we educate our children since the first year of their education. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, we could not fully see this result manifested, even though in the 29 schools where this project was implemented, there were no serious law offenses. Therefore, we are going to continue this project. Also, the Ministry of the Internal Affairs has started a project with civilian volunteers, the ones who are going to be briefly trained in the National Academy of Internal Affairs, and they will be assisting in communication between the children, police, parents, and the local governments. It's an important element to ensure safety of our children. On a separate note, in order to ensure physical safety of our children, in 63 territorial commissions were established, including representatives of Kyiv, regional administration, state emergency service, local government, working together to test the conditions of the training of the children. We as the police are more interested in the safety conditions. So we have examined over 1,100 of educational facilities in Kyiv region. CCTV has been installed in over 120 activities. Then the emergency buttons in over 160 institutions, and there is a lot to work on. A lot of safety measures are going to be put in place in our educational institutions for children and young adults. Also, as a result of all those investigations, we got the decision that there will be 399 facilities working in mixed condition. There will be a certain number of facilities which is professional and technical higher education institutions. 22 of them will be also working using the mixed approach. We understand that it is necessary to have communication with one's peers, with the teachers, because this helps to build relations. Speaking of our juvenile police ensuring safety, Since September 1st till September 9th, certain activities will be implemented. Training will be provided on road safety, on communication with strangers. Also, together with the State Emergency Service, we will train children on mine safety and also on response in case of ER8 alerts. Also, there will be a program under the title Take a Child to School. This has to do with the children who have arrived from other regions where active hostilities are happening. The families in the difficult situation, they will be assisted by the police. And also educational facilities working offline and in the mixed mode, they will be protected by the patrol police that's going to be available 24/7, and in case of shellings, they will be visiting schools first, with the idea to provide medical aid and to ensure evacuation. And therefore we are planning to do this, and we hope this will be successful. So we have managed to take these measures and thus reduce by 30% the number of offenses committed by children, and to reduce by 40% the number of offenses against children. Unfortunately, there still are children who leave their families because of problematic relations with parents, or children who get lost. We see this as emergency situation. If we get a message about such a child, if within 3 months we are unable to find the child, we are using all the other parties to support us, including volunteers. So we have fortunately managed to bring back all the 332 children who left their homes. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for this exhaustive information. If there are any questions, we are ready to answer them, but I will start with the first one. When the 1st of September is approaching, many parents are afraid, and we need to work not only with children but also with parents. Are you doing that? And also, what are the criteria I should use to assess if my child is safe when my child goes to school? Let's use my personal example. I know that the local government and the administration of schools is doing this work with the children. Today, my wife is going to check out the bomb shelter where our daughter is going to stay in case of ER8 alert. And my older daughter is going to study offline in her lyceum. So to be sure, the parents need to communicate with their children's educational facilities, and they need to physically check the bomb shelter to see that there are proper conditions in there. Hello, I'm Elena Sapko, Ukraine Forum. You have mentioned the schools, and are you paying the same attention to kindergartens? Yes, I have included them when I spoke about educational institutions. So this includes schools, kindergartens, universities, everywhere where the children and adolescents are studying. Over this time of full-scale invasion, do you have any numbers about the children got missing and children dead in Kyiv region? Unfortunately, over the time when Russians were staying here, they killed 38 children, and 4 children are still gone missing. According to Uh, the information we have, the operative information, they were forcibly deported to Belarus together with their partners. We are right now trying to work through the Red Cross to find out if they are okay. But of course, this number is even bigger than what Russians said was the number of children killed over the 8 years in the Donetsk and Luhansk Oblast. In just a month, they were able to kill 38 of our children. I will ask a question about the work with the teachers, because the schools are facilities of increased danger. The Russians are targeting schools. They claim that our military are there. So what is the methodology? What is the practice of your work with the teachers? So here I would have to compliment the Kyiv Regional Military Administration, the Department of Education and Science. Actually, over the months of August, there were over 1,000 training activities, what to do in case of air raid alerts. It's very important that people understand what's the modus operandi, and children are managed by the teachers, so they have to follow the instructions of someone knowledgeable. So this is the area of work that's being done together with the regional military administration and us as well, and I believe the teachers' qualification will be improving all the time. Thank you. This was Andrii Nebytov, the head of the head department of police in Kyiv region. We were discussing the safe